So till now we have seen the combination of resistances and combination of capacitances. Now let us see what happens when cells connected in series and in parallel. And as you know, two and more than two cells when connected are in series, those are called batteries. So let us see what happens when we connect the cells. First let us take the series connection. So we have two cells with EMF epsilon 1 and epsilon 2. There are two cells. There are 3 points. This is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. And how are these cells connected? You see, this is the positive of first cell, this is the negative, this is the positive of second cell, and this is negative of second cell. So negative of first cell is connected to positive of second cell, hence we get these two out wires, out. So there are two wires out, one is coming from positive, another one is coming from negative. So in a series we have connected these two cells. Now internal, what is the internal resistance? Internal resistance of this first cell is R1. Internal resistance of this cell is R2. Current, since this is a series circuit, so current flown will be same, that is I. I current will enter into second cell and will come out of this circuit. So current flown in this circuit would be I and resistances would be R1 and R2. Epsilon 1 and epsilon 2 are the EMFs of these two cells. Now what we can do, we can consider that there is a single battery with an equivalent EMF E equivalent. So equivalent EMF another battery or another cell, and R is again changed with R equivalent. Current must remain same, current will remain same, and now this point is eliminated. This point is eliminated and we have replaced a single battery within this point A and C, which are the outlet points. These are the outlet points. This one is positive, this one is negative. Similarly, this one is positive, this one is negative. So this is the outlet points, and current flowing in the circuit is same when we have replaced these two cells with another cell with EMF equivalent and internal resistance R equivalent. So this is our new diagram or equivalent circuit diagram. Now let us see what happens. So first see this diagram. So we have two potential drops, first potential drop here and second potential drop here. So why it is called potential drop? That I have already said that this side is positive, this side is negative, so there is a potential difference and it drops. So let us say this is plus 1.5 volt and this is 0. So there is a potential drop from 1.5 to 0. Again this is positive of this is negative, so again further potential drop. So let us see what is the potential this first one. So VAB. So what is the potential drop? VAB. So potential at this point is VA, at this point VB, potential at this point is VC. Okay. So potential drop across VAB, this first potential drop is VA minus VB. So this is for first cell. So for VA minus VB, this is simply, we have calculated this previously and we have calculated this, that potential drop was for a cell was simply epsilon EMF of the cell minus I internal resistance R. So since for the first one the EMF is E1 and internal resistance is R1. So VAB is epsilon 1 minus I R1. So this is for first one. Now similarly for this second one, VBC is VB minus VC. So VB minus VC. For this EMF is epsilon 2 minus IR2. So we have these two equations. Now let us take the combination of these. What happen when there would be a combination? Please remember this figure. So two cells connected in series and negative terminal of the first cell is connected to the positive terminal of second cell. I current is flowing and there are 3 points A, B, C. So now let us add them together. So when we add them together, so we get a final potential VAC. What is VAC? The difference between potentials at VA and VC. If you see that equivalent diagram, this B point is not there. So this is equivalent circuit VA minus VC. So what is the value of VA? VA minus VB. And what is the value of this VC? So VC is VB minus VC for this one. Okay. So in this case we have calculated this VA minus VB plus VB minus VC. When we add these together, so epsilon 1 and epsilon 2 are added. When we put the values of this, VB and VCs are cancelled out and this is VA minus VC. What we did, we added VB and we subtracted VB. So in that case, what is VA minus VB? This one, and VB minus VC is this. So let us see this like this, VA minus VC. So this was the difference across VC. So what we did, we added VB and we subtracted VB. First let us subtract VB, then add VB. So that can be cancelled out. So we added VB and we subtracted VC. This first term is this and this second term is this. So just by adding VB and subtracting VB, we get these two, VAB and VBC. So this converted VAC converted into VAB plus VBC. So it is converted into this and the value are epsilon 1 minus IR1 and epsilon 2 minus IR2. So epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2, these are added, minus I is common, R1 plus R2. So there is a cell which must have this equivalent EMF and resistance R1 plus R2, then we can say that can be a replacement. So again comparing with this, VAC is equal to epsilon equivalent and IR equivalent. So what is the value of this epsilon equivalent? Is combination of both the EMFs epsilon 1 and epsilon 2, and this R equivalent is minus I and minus I were cancelled out and this is R1 plus R2. Also this is quite obvious because in series the resistance are directly added. R equivalent is simply R1 plus R2. What is the new thing is that potentials or EMFs are also added in series. But there is one difference. What we did, we took this first cell and connected like this. What would happen if we connected like this? So this is negative, this is positive, this is again negative, this is again positive, this is negative. Then what would happen? So can you see the difference? This is positive, this is negative, positive, negative. So negative terminal is connected to positive. But what would happen if we would have connected positive terminal or negative terminal? In that case, there would be some difference in this equivalent EMF, which is the difference of two cells. Here we have considered that first cell, this epsilon 1 is bigger, so that's why we have put second one in minus. Otherwise, if second one would be bigger, so we simply put epsilon 2 minus epsilon 1. So here we have taken epsilon 1 is greater than epsilon 2. So the equivalent EMF would be epsilon 1 minus epsilon 2. Now what about the resistance? Will the resistance change? No. Resistance, whether you take resistance from A to B or you take resistance from B to A, so resistance will remain same. So resistance will always be same equivalent resistance will always be R1 plus R2. Only thing is the equivalent EMF will change. So for positive negative, equivalent EMF is sum of both of this, epsilon 1 and epsilon 2, and resistance equivalent is R1 plus R2. But if positive is connected to positive, negative is connected to negative, then there is a difference of epsilon 1 minus epsilon 2, while this resistance will remain same. Similarly, this series combination can be extended to any number of cells. So similar to resistance, we can extend this to any number of cells. The equivalent EMF of a series combination of n cells. Here we took 2, let us take n to be a large number. So n cell is just the sum of their individual EMFs. So epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2 plus epsilon up to epsilon n. The equivalent resistance of a series combination of n cell is just the sum of their internal resistances. Again R1 plus R2 plus and so on. So this is for the series combination, and only remark here is this is so when current leaves each cell from positive electrode. If in combination the current leaves any cell from negative electrode, that means negative negative are connected or positive negative positive are connected, then the EMF of the cell enters the expression EQ with a negative sign, which is a cell which is placed reverse. For that we will just put a minus sign, otherwise all the cells are in positive En. If any cell is in negative direction, we will simply put a negative sign for the EMF of that cell.